So by now, I'm sure everybody is aware that what has happened over the last few days is that Donald Trump has essentially been purged from any reputable form of social media. Apparently, even Pinterest at this point has also booted Donald Trump. And this is not surprising. Look, obviously, after what took place this past Wednesday, the storming of the Capitol, 5 individuals dying. One of them was a police officer that was killed by these insurrectionists. Donald Trump had initially refused to fully denounce these individuals. So yeah, the social media platforms understood they had a duty at that point to get rid of this guy. They couldn't wait for him to just not be president anymore. They had to go ahead and pull the plug on him. Now, Facebook and Instagram were first. Twitter followed suit on Friday, and then a lot of other lesser social media outlets, I guess we could call them, were taking place in between and after. Here's the thing. It's not just the Trump people, by the way, or excuse me, it's not just Trump himself that got purged. Thousands and thousands of Trump supporters also got purged, including plenty of others who subscribed to that single letter, if you know what I mean, conspiracy group. They got purged. You had a lot of people saying, oh my God, all my followers are gone. Yeah, because all your followers were apparently horrible people, and they're trying to get rid of that from their platforms. Then what was really interesting, in addition to Republicans saying, this is censorship, you're destroying our freedom of speech, is that you had some people on the left, and we all know who I'm talking about, all of them, who all like to be the contrarians, who like to warn us of the so-called slippery slope. You're all going to be censored next, and they're going to come for me, and they're going to come for you, and so you shouldn't cheer this on, and anyone who says that is not very bright on this particular issue. Sorry, somebody had to come out and say it. These individuals, many of whom, by the way, through my years at Ring of Fire, we've had on the air. We were some of the only people willing to put these individuals on the air in the early days. You know, we helped give them an audience. But nevertheless, that's neither here nor there. But they're now out there trying to be so contrarian that they have moved themselves almost to the right. And here's the argument that these people don't seem to realize. Just because they've now banned Trump doesn't mean that they suddenly have the authority to ban people. They've literally been doing that since day one of their existence. I have a good personal friend who's been banned from Twitter 4 different times. He just makes a new email and username and just goes back on there. But yeah, people get banned all the time for all kinds of stuff. And never once has my friend said, oh my God, I'm being censored by First Amendment. It's a slippery slope, Farron. They're going to come after you next. No, because he's not that idiotic. And also, of course, because he's not in the media business, so he's not trying to sell something, whether it's clicks or ads or subscribe to my Substack, which is all what that is, folks. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, they have had the ability to ban any one of us since the beginning. And the only reason some of these folks out there on the left, which I don't even consider them left anymore, they have gone so far to the left that they've now completed full circle. They're on the right, basically. But they're also trying to sell memberships to their Substacks, which pays them very, very well. And they do that by ginning up fear by saying, these individuals are cheering censorship. They're cheering the abolishing of free speech. Look, this is a private company. You got a problem with them banning people? Then you take it up with the Republicans who have been arguing in courts across the country for the last few years that any business in this country has the right to deny service to anyone that they choose. Republicans are the ones who brought you that. That's what these people miss in these arguments. But again, they got to sell memberships to their Substacks, right? Banning a fascist who encouraged these actions last week and so many others. Banning him from social media is a good thing. And there's nothing you can say or do to convince me that banning this fascist and all the angry, violent, idiotic right-wing morons from Twitter is a bad thing. We're already seeing people are posting screenshots from Parler, which, by the way, is likely to lose their hosting services on AWS. But people are posting screenshots from Parler of these crazed right-wingers saying that they're still planning on going to the Capitol and murdering people. And if they can't make it to the Capitol to murder people, some have actually suggested that we just go around and start killing Biden supporters. That's what they have said over there on that website. So banning them from Twitter, I'm sorry, that's not an attack on free speech. That's, not some kind of censorship. That's just being smart and trying to stop chaos when you have the authority and the ability to stop it. And anyone who says otherwise is likely trying to sell a couple more memberships to their Substacks.